Hey everybody, Tom at Buxton Auto. You've probably seen or heard about my videos talking about buying no title cars for big money, getting bonded titles on those cars, turning around and selling them. You know that that's one of the ways my dealership sources cars at great margins. People often say, yeah, but is it safe? Oh, that's too risky. Oh, how many of them have gone bad? Well, I don't have an exact count on how many bonded titles I've done. I know it's a few hundred, and I've only ever had two go bad. So stay tuned, and I'll tell you about them. All right, so number one bonded title that went bad, I actually have done a video on it. I bought a Jeep from a crackhead who said they had it on their land, it was abandoned. And so we bought it, we did the bonded title on it. No hiccups with the state, then no hiccups with the county. Physically got a title in our hand. And then I sold the car to a police officer who's a repeat customer, thank God, good guy. And he calls me one day and says, "Hey man, when I run the plate number you gave me, everything's good. But when I run the VIN, it's showing up as stolen." So without giving that whole video away, you can go back and watch the video. It's called Bonded Title Goes Bad. What actually happened was these crackheads stole the Jeep off of a person's land who had passed away. And it wasn't until their relative came to check on the property like once a month that they realized the Jeep was gone. What ended up happening is he surrendered the Jeep to the court. They had a hearing. The judge offered the person either the Jeep or the bond money. She wanted the Jeep because of some sentimental value. And so my customer was able to access the bond money and get paid back. And then I had to make payments to the bond company. As bad experiences go, my customer wasn't angry with me. Everything was fine. He got made whole. He just really wanted the Jeep too. And then what was funny is there's a second video now that's Bonded Title Goes Bad Part 2, where after the people were arrested, convicted, they were ordered to pay restitution. And I have actually gotten a little bit of money back from the person that sold me the vehicle. And I may get more. I don't know. You know, it's one of those things where people are charged with paying restitution. Maybe they pay a little while, then they quit, or maybe they get rearrested and incarcerated, and so they're not able to pay. Who knows? But as of right now, the young lady has paid me like $720 on that Jeep. So because I did everything correctly, there was no criminal liability on my part or anything. I was out some money. My customer was not. Nice thing, the bond company, they paid up front, and then I could pay them back over a couple of months, which helped my cash flow. So that was the one time that the Jeep went bad, and it was a bonded title. That's the risk you take with no title vehicles. I have one other one that's even kind of funnier. This one was not funny, I guess, but I have one other one that was even funnier. I got what I deserved, and it has never happened again, nor will I let it happen again. Okay, so this one we call Tom Gets What He Deserves. Part of these bonded title, no title, altered title, messed up title cars that I buy are from crackheads, broke people, desperate people. And I have learned that the more broke or desperate they appear, yeah, the deal could be better, but yeah, there's also like extenuating circumstances. So I remember very clearly that somebody reached out to me through an ad that I had placed. It comes by form of email. And they have a 2012, I want to say it was, Toyota Camry. No title. It was willed to the young lady, but the case was never probated. And so she didn't have a title. And she told me who it was and this and that. And so I usually start with some basic research. I Googled the individual's name, and it said that in fact I found a obituary for him, so I knew that part was true. And then it was, can you come look? Can you come look now? Can you come look today? We need to pay rent at the hotel we're living in. Those are all signs. Yeah. Anywho, so no, I can't come look today. I'm going to be taking my wife to lunch and we have things planned. And so this chick says, where are you going to be? We'll bring it to you. Man, the flags are going up, right? But you know, it's a good deal. And I can't pass on a good deal. So they brought the car to the restaurant where my wife and I were having lunch. I went out, did the deal, came back in. After lunch, my wife and I take the car to the shop, lock the gate, and we're going to start the process. So, um, when dealing with these crackheads and not having clear title to the vehicle, we either lock them in the shop or we block them in with other vehicles. So, I was busy with the other business. About a week goes by. My guy comes to me and goes, "Hey man, I need the tow dolly out because we got to go pick up this car." So we move cars around. We go get the tow dolly out, and he goes and gets this car. In the meantime, I should back up and say that I had some calls from this crackhead asking where my lot was, what's for sale. I did not return the call because I tend to save the phone numbers um, just to have, and it was under crackhead chick. But I didn't think anything of it. I had the key, I had the car blocked in. We'll get the title work taken care of. Well, 2 or 3 days later, my guy comes to me and says, "Hey man, where's the Camry?" I'm like, "Hell, I don't know. Key's right there. It's out there." He comes back and goes, "No, no, it's not." I'm like, "The hell it ain't. We had it blocked in." Then we realized we didn't move the cars back after we got the tow dolly out. So as we go walking, we see where they backed over the fence behind where the car was. There was a business there. They drove to the edge of our lot, through a field, and over a fence. Those crackheads had stolen that car back from me. Now, I didn't really have any like legitimate proof of ownership. I had a bill of sale from a crackhead. It was from her boyfriend. He filled the form out. But the car wasn't in my name, wasn't registered in my name. I had nothing aside from this bill of sale. And I knew that we would never find these crackheads again. So I couldn't report it stolen. I just got beat. And now we laugh about it. You know, I paid $1,000 for this car. It would have been just a killer profit if we'd have been able to get the title. But I should have known who I was dealing with, and I didn't. And so, yeah, I got beat out of $1,000 on this Camry, which is the way I like to look at it. I don't like to look at it as I got beat out of the $14,000 I might have got when I sold it. So, as it goes with buying no title cars, I mean, I think I've done 200 to 300 of them, honestly. I've had two issues. One was it got stolen. One was the crackhead stole it back before I could get it into my name, so I wasn't able to report it stolen or whatever. But that's still, guys, that's like a 1% chance you're going to have a problem. So all I can say is if you want to make big money buying no title cars, get after it and just do some due diligence. You know, obviously, all the things I talked about in the bonded title video. You know, you need a copy of the person's ID. They're going to sign documents and, cover your butt. That way, if anything ever happens, you have documents. Hey, here's where I bought this car. This is the person. Also, know who you're dealing with. And I will just tell you that I've passed on a lot of these cars because the people have been in such a rush, so urgent, so desperate that it really tells me that there's a good chance they're not just selling a car that they couldn't find the title to. Fortunately, I have access to the state's database as a car dealer, and I'm able to see if the car has been reported stolen, if there's a recorded lien holder, whose name the car is in. things that can be harder for individuals to do. So if you are an individual and you're doing this, I would try to do it Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, which I know can be a little bit of a hindrance because crackheads need the money when they need the money. But you can at least call the police department anytime to find out if a vehicle's been reported stolen, or you can call the county tax office or your state DMV to see if there is a recorded lien. Now, they will not tell you who the lien holder was, but they will tell you if there is a lien recorded that is less than 10 years old, which is what the requirement is for a bonded title. So that's my words of wisdom. 1%, 1.5% chance that they're going to go bad. The best margins I've ever made have been on bonded title vehicles because I was able to buy them with no title. People are afraid of no title vehicles. Maybe you had fears of it, and that's why you watched this video. So that buyer pool for a no title vehicle, much, much lower. So there's my words of wisdom. Appreciate y'all watching. Give me a like, a subscribe, a share would be helpful. Leave me a comment below if you want. I got to laugh. Best comment I ever got was on one of my YouTube shorts about a week ago. And the guy said something like, "Holy shit, I thought Tony Soprano was dead." Now, my hair is like cut real buzzy short. It's not long and combed back. But whatever it is, man, I'll take it. I have been called a lot worse than Tony Soprano in my life. Hell, I've been called a lot worse than Tony Soprano in the last week. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Y'all have yourselves a great day.